So, Martin, you know what I'd like to talk about today with you? It's not going to be comfortable, Martin, I'm afraid. And I just want you to know before we start this conversation, I'm not doing it just to be nasty, okay? There's actually a larger purpose here. Because I have a lot of expertise in sociopaths, and you're like textbook case. And we really need to have a much better understanding, the general public especially, on what a sociopath is. So that's the real purpose here, okay? But I don't think you're going to be comfortable with this conversation. So anyway, we're going to talk about how stupid you are. What a pea brain you are. And we're going to start with the example of yesterday. So you told me you're smarter than me because I was arrested twice. So one of the things about sociopaths is that because they are so able to deceive, like deception is a huge part of a sociopath, right? You have a very primitive mind. Your mind is basically brain damaged. Right? You're developmentally, but you're not a full human being. You're not a full adult, and you never will be. You're irreparably brain damaged. And so sociopaths confuse several things with intelligence. One is their easy ability to deceive others. They perceive their ability to deceive others as a kind of intelligence. When it's not really. What it is that you're missing sort of some of the main components of being a human being. So you can deceive like other people just can't imagine because they're busy trying to build fulfilling lives, and you just have no ability to do that. But you can deceive very, very easily, and you translate that as a form of intelligence. All sociopaths do. So yesterday you gave a very good example of how you interpret your ability to deceive as a kind of intelligence. And that is that you said to me, so I've been arrested twice. So the first time I was arrested, you just lied to the police. You just made up a big doozy of a lie, right? I was actually being threatened. There was another predator here who is the son of someone living here who had been injuring and preying on people in this house for 5 years. He had multiple restraining orders. He had beaten up one person who had been in my room so badly that he had to leave. Right? Very dangerous, nasty predator. And this guy had threatened to shoot me through my door, right, to kill me. And so, and he was in the house all weekend, even though he wasn't supposed to be. And then Sunday morning, he came into my room threatening me, right? This guy had threatened to shoot me. And I grabbed my knife and I managed to kick him out of the house. You were videotaping me defending my life. And then when the police came, you told them I was an attacker. So that was just deception, right? That was just deception. And so you translate deception as intelligence. And it's not, Martin. You're stupid you're a pea brain. And the other example of when I was arrested was when you tried to rape me. And I defended myself with a knife because that was the only weapon I had. And then the police came and arrested me. And now that is actually a little bigger. And also just way, way, way beyond your fathoming. Way beyond anything you can fathom. And that is called systemic oppression. Right? And sort of in a larger sphere, the police believe and protect nasty, stupid, lying sociopaths, male sociopaths like you, over the female victim. And that really happened in a big way in that situation. And is horrific, right? This is how women, people like you, Martin, sociopaths like you, should have no power at all. You should be locked up. I mean, it's sad, right? But your brain is irreparably damaged and you are like a shark, basically. You're like a primitive shark. You're not really, you look like a grown adult, but you're not. Your brain stopped. See, human beings are born with very premature minds, extremely premature minds. And that's because physics, really. And so our brains don't finish growing till we're 25 years old.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, our brains don't finish growing till we're 25 years old.
Physics?
Physics, that's right.
All right,
Big head, small hole. Let me just put it that way, right?
Big head, small what?
When we give birth. Big head, small hole.
Physics?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, you're so dumb. You are so stupid. Anyway, so at some point in our evolution, big brain became like the most important piece of being a human being. And so evolution has done everything it can to give us our huge brains. But it's like, but it doesn't, a computer, it's a super processing computer. But it takes a tremendous amount of training and guiding and holding by the caregiver to grow a healthy adult brain, right? Because our brains come out extremely premature, and it's up to the mother to help us grow our brains in a healthy way. But unfortunately, no, we're past physics now, darling. We're past physics now. You're so dumb. Don't bother trying to understand. This really isn't for you. It's so beyond your fathoming, Martin. You're such a little pea brain. You're just like a shark in a human body. You can't understand any of it.
Have you heard of biology?
What?
Biology.
What about biology?
Have you heard of that?
Just be quiet, Martin. You don't understand. This is so beyond your fathoming. It's really not for you. Anyway, so because our brains, because we're born with such premature brains, it's what happens.
You talk about the brains are premature. You talk about physics.
I'm talking about women have a tiny little hole.
Is that physics or biology?
Yes, no, it's physics.
Is it biology or physics?
Well, the part I'm talking about that was.
Hey, woman. Is it biology or physics? You're talking about the brain. You're talking about maturity. You're talking about a lot of things. Is it physics or biology?
I think what you're saying is this is very complex and it's way over your head.
You're talking about evolution.
Lots of different things.
You're talking about evolution. Is that physics or biology if you're talking about evolution?
So we're talking about what's called complex systems, Martin. Complex. Do you know what the word complex means? Do you know what complex means, you dummy? Complex means we're talking about huge complex things, right? Huge complex systems. So beyond your fathoming that there's just no way you would ever understand it. You're so fucking dumb. Anyway, we'll talk later.